Welcome to the show that looks at truth, fiction, and reality with a smirk. I'm Aaron Peterson.
I'm Amanda Sink.
And I'm Zach Parkerson.
And welcome to Smirk. Each week, one of our hosts introduces an original story, which we then use as a springboard for spirited discussion on whatever the moral or theme of their story was. This week it is Zach's turn. What do we got? What are we going to talk about? Can you give me a tasting, a sample? It's good so far.
Absolutely not. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
This isn't a buffet, Aaron. You don't get the taste for free. It's not an all-you-can-eat scenario. You pay $89.99 for this cut of prime rib, okay, baby?
What?
Whoa.
Don't ever call me baby. That's just weird as hell. So are you knocking buffets? Because I think, aren't you like a Golden Corral dude?
Okay, everybody loves the GC, Aaron.
No.
The GC?
No, they don't. And no one calls it that. No one calls it that.
Granite City?
Everybody I know is like, oh, the GC. Obviously, we need to go there for dinner. They know what I'm talking about.
Do you know two people?
Us.
And they both work at Golden Corral.
I keep a total, as everybody on this podcast knows, I keep a total of 5 friends, and they all know what the GC is.
Well, apparently, because you make sure that they have to.
Yeah, that's one of my filters.
They're employees.
It's required for their friendship. You need to know what the GC is exactly. We should talk about buffets someday. I mean, really, do buffets
I talked
bother
about
you?
food.
That's not a buffet.
You know what? Hey, let's hold this conversation. I'm going to write a buffet story next time, okay?
Okay, we'll hold it.
I would hate to ruin all the conversation now.
Because I've got a lot of questions about buffets, but we can hold off. While we're in the meantime, I got some more expiration date questions, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I was going to say all of my questions are for actually the health department, not the buffet itself.
All right, well, if you're ready, man, it's your story. I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah, I want to... So, I don't know.
You got to preface it?
I tried to have some fun, I guess you could say. I've heard of fun. So...
You've heard of it?
Maybe not as heavy as some past weeks, I don't think. I don't know.
At least 3 deaths are going to happen in this thing. Somebody loses an eye.
I can promise 1 to 3 deaths.
Oh, sweet. That's a promise. That means someone will die. That's all right.
Yeah, hey,
my next one's a big horror story. So, hey.
Rar.
Maybe.
Rar?
When I think horror, I think sexy.
That sounds like Jurassic Park. Do velociraptors turn you on? Or do the little T-Rex arms? Like, rawr.
I like a little stub.
Wiggle it
man.
just a little
Let's
bit.
Get off this topic.
All right, tell your story.
All right, gather around the campfire. It's time for a story. They say the world used to be better, that there was food all over and nobody had to starve. John didn't know this world. He wasn't lucky enough to be born into it. He knew only survival. His mother died several months ago, at least that's what he told himself. Raiders had taken her, and he hoped they had been kind enough to kill her. The alternative was too hard to bear. Pennsylvania was a harder area than most, but John didn't have much driving force other than revenge. So he pressed onward into the city. Vines overtook buildings, animals roamed free, and nature had fully taken its revenge. Cars littered the streets, and even if John knew how to operate one, few still ran. They were a precious commodity in this world, and a sign that you were important. Or vicious. A person with a vehicle was a scary thing indeed, and John had only ever seen one. His mother had kept them far away from it. She'd always been his protector. He could tell it wore on her more and more as time went on, but he wouldn't have lived to 14 without her. Finally, John approached the bridge he knew the raiders were camping under. Dinner slung over his shoulder. He kept his rabbit traps far away, to better avoid being spotted by the raider camp. He'd been smart enough to keep his distance all these weeks, and he wasn't about to jeopardize anything now. He camped in a building with a tall enough vantage point to watch the camp. He made his way up. Finally reaching near the top of the final flight of stairs, a flicker of light shone ahead. Candlelight. But John hadn't a candle at all, let alone was he foolish enough to leave one burning. He drew the machete, his only viable offense, and crept into the room. In front of him was a child, a boy roughly his age. John had been discovered. He knew what to do, what his mother had taught him. Without a moment's hesitation, he ran towards the boy. The boy didn't even have time for shock to appear on his face. John moved so quickly. Adrenaline coursed through every fiber of John's being as he stabbed the machete into the boy's abdomen. Barely a gasp could be heard through the hand John held over the boy's mouth. A perfect, quiet kill, just like Mother had taught. It was John's first kill, but as his mother had promised, it was easier than he thought. John felt no remorse for the boy. It was a brutal world, and kill or be killed reigned as the law of the land. He checked the corpse for useful supplies after hushing the flame. Sure enough, the boy had a gun on him. 3 bullets even. John had just gotten a great gift from his would-be enemy. Knowing killing was as simple as him as it was for his mother, John decided tonight was the night to infiltrate the raiders' camp. He couldn't very well stay here after being discovered. He abandoned his plans to eat and instead decided to attack. Under the cover of night, he could improvise. He slinked down under the bridge. This late at night, the raiders only have a few men and women awake on watch. They felt safe here. This was their home. John couldn't wait to make them regret it. He hid in a nearby bush and watched the patrols. Nobody was moving, but it looked like a guard was posted on each of the 4 sides of the camp. He noticed one was fighting off sleep, and that would be his target. Taking every caution, he approached the man sitting on the edge of the camp. By the time John reached him, the man had fallen asleep, making John's crusade of vengeance all the simpler. His plan was to kill his way to the biggest tent, presumably their leaders, and make him answer for his mother's life. John made his way to the sleeping man and did not hesitate as he slit his throat. It was messier than the boy earlier, but he made sure to hold his hand over the mouth until death. It was what his mother had taught him, and he would make her proud. John approached further into the camp using a tent nearby as cover. As he sidled next to it, he made a mistake. He brushed into it. John froze to see if the occupant noticed, but he didn't see anyone come out. A close call, but he was safe for now. He stayed low to the ground as he pressed inward. He didn't get very far before being tackled from behind. John felt a sharp pain at the back of his head before blacking out. He woke up to a gruff man speaking. "Get the boss. Caught us an idiot boy. Was trying to sneak into our camp." Through blurred vision, John watched as a woman walked through the tent's doorway. This tent had curtain doorways, so it could only belong to the boss. Though getting captured wasn't a part of the plan, he was still about to come face to face with the man responsible for killing his mother. Fantasies swirled through his head on how to deal with the monster, but he was still groggy and being held tight by the man that had captured him. It only took a few moments for the boss to step through the doorway. "Brought him right to you, ma'am. Knew you'd want to deal with the punishment yourself." The man sounded quite proud of himself. John wondered how the man would be acting if he knew the corpse of his comrade laid only feet away at the camp's edge. His vision returning, John could make out the details of the boss. Black, curly hair cut around mid-neck, sharp green eyes. John could only think of one thing to say. "Mom?"
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Welcome, Jason Statham.
Yeah, I had him fill in for the show.
That was a nice little twist there at
That
the end. The
was.
monster was Mom.
Right.
Wow.
Ooh, I like that. I was wondering where it was going. I'm like, oh, poor Mom, she's gone. Oh no, she's not. She's chained in the
Yeah, it
basement.
was more of an actual story this week instead of a prompt for discussion, I guess.
No, I liked
don't know.
it. I liked it.
Yeah, you gotta play around.
It was fun, and especially once you had Jason Statham show up, it got real.
Look, I got like one bad guy voice, and it's Jason Statham. All right.
Wow.
All right. First question.
Well,
What do
hang
you guys-
on. The moral. We got to do a moral. Is there a
Oh,
moral in that story?
dude. We're still adhering to the format. Come on.
Zach doesn't care about morals. What do you
Hey,
mean?
it's your deal, man. You do it however you want.
What do you guys think the moral of the story is?
Moms are always monsters.
You know what? I like where you're going with this. Actually,
It's because you have mom issues.
that's not true.
It's kind of true. Amanda, what do you think the moral is?
I don't know. Maybe something about how the closest people to you can betray you. Those closest to you can betray you.
Wow, you guys are really focusing on this mom betrayal aspect.
Well, she really just...
Did she
turn
really
of events.
betray him? Or she was
you don't know. Come
turned
on.
or bitten by something? Or
I mean, I don't know.
became a zombie?
From my
Very.
perspective, it seems like she might have deceived him a little.
You just kill mom straight up.
I mean, see you,
No
lady.
time for talking.
Yeah, we ain't got time for this. I got a life to live.
kill mom.
Okay, the boy did not have the Jason Statham accent. Please,
Yeah, that
keep
was the
character
boss.
Straight. That was the guy who called him.
He grew up to be a boss.
Well, John might. I don't know.
You'll
have to find out in the
I
upcoming
just wrote
sequel
the
to the
sequel
story.
myself. I just wrote it.
No, it's my story. This isn't public domain.
It's the Meg 2.
Oh, boy.
Mom is the shark.
All
Zach,
right, the moral
what
of
is
the story
it?
is harsh decisions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be a tough one. What do you do at that point?
Right. Well, I mean, and it's just, the questions you'll see are more formatted towards just the post-apocalypse in my Try to have fun here. You guys keep focusing on this betrayal.
You know what?
aspect.
Your story screamed having a great time. As he killed like 6 people in the first paragraph. You know, it felt like a joy.
You guys, okay, he didn't kill 6 people. He killed 2 people in the story.
Grossly.
You got a taste for blood.
Yeah, so far.
This is fun for him.
This is family friendly. This is Disney for Zach.
You know what? You guys don't think the setting of a post-apocalypse in fiction is fascinating?
No, I think it's fascinating, yeah.
People dying
tremendous.
is just not necessarily our idea of fun. Maybe. Okay, maybe it's Aaron's.
It's my idea of fun. It depends on the people. Very particular about this.
Yeah, it does depend.
Well, how about this for the first question?
Okay.
How do you think you would fare in a post-apocalyptic scenario? Amanda.
I mean, I didn't do well on the camping episode, so I'm not sure how I'm going to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. I might be able to, I feel like I could have enough organizational and leadership skills to gather people to help me if there's other people still around.
You mean do for
Like
you?
gather everyone to find all the fly swatters in town?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if it was like swarming bugs? I would just give up immediately. But
I suspect there will be more than a few bugs.
then I'm out.
A lot of bodies.
Bye. I'm done. I don't want to be a part of this.
So you're saying you couldn't make it in a post-apocalyptic... I can never get that out right.
Post-apocalyptic. If it's surrounded by bugs, yeah, I'm out. I'm taking myself out. Sorry.
It's just so weird.
I just don't want to. I don't want to have to cringe all the time and worry
I'm
about
a fighter, except when there's bugs. I mean,
I'll fight people, but I'm not fighting bugs.
Zombies come at you. You're putting a little stank on it, but you know if there's a fly, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh! Or like a little worm crawls out of their eye socket. No.
That would be the do-over for you. They're the done deal for you.
Look, I'm easy to push away. Okay, I just don't want to be a part of that.
You're so
I ain't
weird.
got time for that.
You're so weird.
She can survive and thrive in today's modern era of bug spray, but in the apocalypse, all of her skills go out the window.
There's still going to be bug spray. I mean, there's thousands of.
That's true. I will get a team for us to go get bug spray, and we'll deal with that as it happens.
There has to be better uses for a flammable like bug spray.
Well, we can use it as we see fit.
Bug spray.
I want to be at that team meeting. I want to be. All right. Thank you, 6 guys, for showing up. I want to thank you for being here. We need to organize. Life itself depends on our mission. We need
bug spray.
Off. We need lots of off, because if we don't have off, we can't go out and get the food and the water and the medicine that we need.
Make sure it's not the spritzy kind either, because that's not going to work. It needs to be like aerosol.
Jim, no spritzy. You know what happened last time? You ruined the whole damn thing, and Bill died. We're not going to have that again. Your meetings I would leave. I would just leave.
I think you would stay
we're
just
all
to see
gonna
what's going
die.
to finish.
There's no way we survive this. This is the worst possible leader. All she cares about is getting bit by something. I'm worried about zombies.
No, I would make sure we stay alive. We're going to have a plan of attack and a plan of survival, plan of defense.
With a fly swatter.
But we're going to be prepared for the bugs too. We need to defend ourselves against them.
They're a great source of protein. You're throwing, food out.
I'm not eating that.
Have you ever seen Snowpiercer?
No.
You probably shouldn't.
What a tremendous film.
Yeah, it's a great film, right?
You know what? I'm going to watch that right now. Okay, I'm going to stop recording, guys. Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye. Great movie.
I would be fine. I would make it just fine.
So?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do you have what it takes?
Let's be honest, Zach. Between you and I, we would organize a group to go out and get food, water, or water filtering supplies and medicine, because that's what you need to live.
I didn't say I wasn't going to do those things. I just said I'm going to protect myself from bugs.
You're very defensive.
She's just also going to get raid.
Oh man, I'm getting raid over off for sure.
Now we have issues about brand name.
No. Raid is for like
Steve,
bug creatures like beetles and
not
spiders.
Not the raid. This is the last
like
God blessed time I'm going to tell you. If you come back with off again, you're out.
Yeah, because off is solely for mosquitoes. That's not going to protect us when we have big bugs that are crawling and I can just spray them and then they leave me alone. I can fight my way through things.
Do you realize you're hurting your entire gender right now? You're just setting them back like 20 years.
They should be proud of me because I'm thinking
They're
about
not.
these things.
They're listening going, we're not.
I never said that I wasn't going to get the food and the water
race in this
and housing and all of those situations. But I said situations. My goodness. I have all of these other things that I'm still concerned about and that I will organize and get taken care of. But I also have my own personal priorities. And that means if you want me to do my job the right way, effectively.
How about just a mesh netting like overcoat that covers your entire body? Mesh netting.
As long as it's like it bubbles out so that way they can't like get through and touch my face.
She walks around in a white mesh robe that covers her entire body like a supervillain. Correct, Zach. Exactly.
That would be ideal.
I'm imagining like a season in The Walking Dead where she's the deranged leader of a gang, but like her scene where she finally gets set off and just murders one of her cohorts out of nowhere is because they got off instead of raid.
I'll be Bubble Girl, like instead of Bubble Boy. You get it?
We got it. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for catching us up.
Wow, he's done so many better things. It's a shame you have to bring up Bubble Boy.
It is. It really is. All right. So what else we got? You're gonna be all right, right? You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna gather supplies, real supplies.
Yeah, I suspect I would be more of a nomad type in this kind of post, but I wouldn't want to stay in one place. I feel like that wouldn't make me feel safe.
You'd Mad Max it up.
Wow, Mel Gibson is a boss in those movies.
Just live on the land by yourself on your own.
I don't mind a few stragglers here or there.
Would you help other people though?
Would I help them?
Yeah.
Cue up a scenario. I think it depends.
So Aaron and I are out there, and we're
No, I'm not part of your group. I told you right now, I would leave your group. I want nothing to do with the bug spray police.
Okay, fine. I'm out there. I'm alone. I'm solo. I have my raid.
They should all leave you.
I have raid. I have food. I have a lighter. Okay. I have a knife. And I have an AK-47.
You're armed.
Are you going to help me?
I think
Let's say I've cut my leg and I'm bleeding out and I need assistance. But I can still maybe like limp my way around.
Wow. So you're slowing me down. You could be a trap. You could just be poising as an injured person to lure people into ambushes. It feels safer to go the other way.
What if I don't have the AK-47?
No, we're all leaving you. We really are. Because as soon as you bring up the bug thing, we're like, look, this is going to be way too much dead weight. Bye.
Wow. Good to know.
Hey, it's nothing personal.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure how? You're a stranger in this scenario.
Yeah.
Well, no, I said it's me. Hi. Hi, Zach.
It's you?
We definitely
well, then, sure. Yeah, and I'm going to probably like carry some duct tape to shut you up every now and again, but...
That's true.
You wouldn't need the duct tape if you're leaving me.
No, he just
I'm not
said,
leaving you. Now I said I'm coming and getting you.
Oh, you are?
You know what?
I heard Aaron say no.
You know what would be a great help for you to survive?
If I listen.
Listening once in a while. Stop talking. Listen.
You know, I'll gather you up. We'll go to like a convenience store or something in the department above it. We'll hunker down in there. And then I'll say, I'm going out for supplies, but really I'm hitting the road to go over to the next town.
Wow.
You'll be safe.
Wow.
You're good? You're secure? All right. I'll be back. Wait for me.
Going out for a pack of cigarettes.
You SOBs.
Wait for me. We'll have date night later. Bye.
At least you got me to the convenience store to try to help me a little bit, whereas Aaron's like, I'm not even going to concern myself with this bug lady.
As soon as the bugs came up, I would totally leave. I'm not.
But what if I didn't bring the bugs up to you guys? What if you didn't know about it? What if I already took care of the raid situation?
Well, then it wouldn't be a problem. But as soon as it came up, you're like, I'm going to miss you. Bye.
I'd never trust a person with raid.
Exactly. If they're not carrying off, I don't want anything to do with them. Or DEET. I want
brand loyalty. Thank you.
I want hardcore. I want DEET. 100% DEET. I want real chemicals that cause real cancer right away.
I'm pretty sure raid is much more significant than DEET.
That would be incorrect.
No, I'm pretty
According
sure.
to science, that would be incorrect.
What science? Where's your
He said
statistics?
science, Amanda. That's the end of the story.
Well, if he says the word.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's how we do it in the world. Science says, all right, I got an argument. No, DEET is stronger than raid.
Is it?
It's 100% pure.
Oh.
Ass-kicking poison. Look it up. Google it. What else you got, Zach? I feel like we've taken way too much time on this bug situation.
Yeah, this really took a detour into bug talk.
Sorry.
So do you guys think John made the right call with the boy?
I forgot.
He killed him immediately without any question.
It's a
He
different world.
saw the boy in his hideout, and he murdered him right away. He took no chances.
I would have probably tried tying him up. Well, that sounds bad. I would have tried duct taping
Let's
him.
assume that the invader is your age. Let's make it a little less creepy.
Yeah. I would. I'd like to think that I would be a human being and remember that they're human beings. Because this is one issue I had with The Walking Dead when they killed an innocent person. I'm like, it's hard to root for them after that. It would be hard to root for myself. So no, I would try not to kill him. Duct tape him, tie him up, whatever I got to do to keep him quiet. But I would not kill him if I could avoid it.
That's very good of you.
What about you, Bug Lady?
I'm going to die because I'm certainly going to try to help them. Like, I'm going to see if they need, is there anything I can do?
So this guy he's invaded your space and you're going to
be
like, hey, man,
what if he was running away from something that, and no, because if he's running away from it, then he's bringing it towards me. That's a little scary. But I'm still going to probably try to help him as long as he doesn't.
So you're only
going to
help him if it doesn't inconvenience you.
That feels right.
No, I'm going to help him, but I'm also going to die from it. Like I'm going to go into this situation knowing that it's a bad idea for me to try to help this person because it's probably going to result in me getting killed or sacrificed.
You're already trying to die because you're sick of dealing with the bugs.
Well, I've got my raid, so I might be okay.
That shit'll dry up.
How many people are still listening after
hearing raid 15
so many
times?
Like, you know what? We're done with this particular episode.
This episode brought to you by Raid.
By Deet, actually.
Well, this would be a better episode because it'd be stronger.
It's a superior product, I hear. But anyway, I say you murdered that boy.
Of course you do.
Of course you did. You wrote the story. You obviously want that kid dead. Die.
I'm not John. John's 14, okay? I'm not John.
Maybe you were John.
I'll tell you this, Zach. I'm not against it. I mean, he invaded your area. I'm not against it.
If they tried to hurt me or my friends or family, my group, my tribe, then I would.
That's a big duh.
Well, yeah.
You know,
everybody would. Yeah, that sounds morally interesting to me.
He's saying more like this person, unsuspecting, not expecting to get killed. They haven't really attacked you. They're just in your area.
Right.
You know,
but he could be a scout for the Raiders, you know? You have no idea.
Absolutely. I get it. I would try to, I get what you're saying. I would try to
get information out of them.
Torture him.
Oh, I couldn't do the torture thing. Maybe if I was mad enough. If they made me mad enough, I sure could. You're
totally dead by this point anyway. There's no way you make it through post-apocalyptic
That's not very
world.
Nice.
It may not be nice, but I'm telling you, if you see a nuke coming this way, just give it up. Just run toward it. Because it'll be easier.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I have some survival skills. Thank you very much.
You can't make it without bug spray.
I would just cry a lot, okay?
And everybody's going to want to help the crying lady.
I'll be on my own. I'll be fine. Do you?
Well, she's safe in that apartment above the convenience store.
See, here's the thing.
She can stifle her cries.
The moment somebody tries to tell me that you are dead weight, or they start talking shit to me like you've done, I'm certainly going to be like, all right, well then I'll do this on my own. And I'm going to make you super jealous about it because I'm going to have all the food. I'm going to have all the filtered water.
Go. I like
I'm going to survive.
Fight. Fight. Like you want it.
So I will survive.
As long as I got
I'm
bug
a survivor.
Spray.
Yeah.
As long as I got bug spray.
The bug spray makes life a lot easier.
I would just throw flies at you and then your badassery is stopped.
I would just
look,
cry.
Amanda, spiders.
I would throw bees at you, Aaron.
I don't care. I'm not afraid of the post-apocalyptic world because they all die.
Well, if they're all dead, then so are my bugs.
No, bees are special.
No. No.
They're my vice.
Hornets. I'm throwing hornets at you.
That's just mean.
Yep. You deserve it.
What a mean woman.
You're mean.
No wonder you're alone.
You left me alone. You left me alone. I'm alone because of you.
Because you won't stop talking and you're afraid of bugs. That's bad.
I could shut up if I were trying to be quiet.
Here's a list. Here's a list. Amanda, here's a list of things we need. Amanda, here's a list of things we... Amanda, here's a list of things we need. We don't need raid. No, we got 1,600 cans from past raids. We're all stocked up.
Wow. What do you guys think's going on with the mom here?
I think obviously she got whatever the infection or whatever happened in your story, in the background of your story, she got it and she's morphed, right? That's the way I kind of took it.
Interesting. Oh, I'm not going to give you an answer here. I'm curious about your thoughts.
That's what I thought.
Why do you always leave it so open-ended?
That's what thinking.
Because I'm batting this up for a potential follow-up.
Oh.
That's so. But you still have to finish like one or two others that you've said you're going to do.
You're going to
follows
Kirkman
for.
this and run it for 10 years? Is that what your plan is?
Yes, this is my magnum opus.
Nice. Well, that's what I think. Amanda, what do you think is the deal with the mom?
I don't know. I feel like that's too easy. I feel like it's too easy to have her just be morphed into whatever disease or infectious thing, zombie or whatever it is. I feel like that's too easy, but I don't know what the alternative is.
So what do you think?
I don't know. It just feels too easy to go for
in
that.
The story.
Oh, well then reread me the story.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Okay, just kick back.
all 5 minutes of it? You know what probably happened?
Brisk.
She drank a can of Raid.
And thinking straight.
It was poison, and that's what happened. And now she's a monster. What did you describe? What kind of monster she is? Did you describe that? I'm trying to remember.
I never used the word monster.
I thought you did.
You said they killed the monster or something like that.
Well, Fantasy Scroll threw his head on how to deal with the monster. It's a metaphor, the monster that metaphorically killed his mother.
Oh, see, I thought
Like
that
he's
meant
referring to the person as a monster.
And that meant his mother, because he thought she was dead, right?
Well, he thought whoever the leader of the Raiders was killed his mother, so he considered them a monster, not that they are a monster, literally.
Well,
but that they are.
I guess
that you're a monster of a man kind of deal.
I took it literally.
What if it's cancer? I don't know.
Why'd you make it sad?
Because I don't know.
But then instead of when he comes face to face with the Raiders boss, it is in fact his mother.
Give us a
the
minute.
idea of it being a literal monster did not even cross my mind.
Well, when you said monster killed his mother, I assume that meant that she became the monster. She didn't actually, nobody killed her, so she was the monster. That's
well, I hope the listeners pay more
better attention.
Take that.
Really, they should try listening.
Aaron, you should try listening. You know, it's really good and really helpful when you listen.
Can't do my joke. I did it. I beat you to it. Boom.
Doesn't matter,
Mike,
but I just did it.
I would drop it if it wouldn't break it.
So, Amanda, you have no guess.
I'm
so it
still
sounds
thinking.
like mom abandoned him to survive. That's the only other option I have.
Okay.
Can you start your story over? Just start from the beginning.
Yeah, could you guys just kick back real quick? I got a
we're
quick
cool with
story to tell you.
All right. Man,
Gather around the campfire.
But you're not going to give us any answers, right?
No, not today.
All listeners are going to have to go back and listen to the beginning, too.
Yeah, and they should let us know their theories as well.
That's interesting. We're going to leave them hanging. It's a cliffhanger week.
Right. But you can mail in at mystory@smirkpodcast.com to
There you go.
shoot us a theory.
Amanda, she has the appearance like she's thinking about it.
I am thinking about it. I have a couple different ideas in my head, but I'm just trying to work through them with the story and make sure that they make sense before I just blurt something out like cancer.
I really hope anybody cares about the story at all because I'm really got such lofty, fun ideas with it.
It was a good story. I like it. I like the world. You created a world.
I tried.
I better get answers.
I want the truth.
Yeah.
Don't you think the best stories don't give you all the answers, though?
No, I don't believe that at all.
Yes, I do. Except Lost.
Would you really want to know where the mist came from in The Mist, Amanda?
Yeah, why not? I'm just kidding. No, but I do want to know what your story is.
They kind of do allude to where the mist comes from, though. Arrowhead Mountain.
Right. He also shot everybody but himself.
All right.
Great ending. Amanda, if you don't have an idea, that's okay.
Well, I'll talk to you about it later when I'm going to think about this all night.
That makes for a great podcast.
I know.
I'll talk to you about it later.
No, on the next episode, I'm going to have like a whole idea. No, I won't. I won't have an idea by the next episode. Maybe I will. Who knows?
We know. Probably not.
Probably not.
I'd still be on this braid thing.
No, you're the only one who's stuck on Raid.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything, he needs to
What
go
do you think
on
the title of this story is?
Well, do you want to tell us if it's truth or fiction?
Really? You know what? True. This happened.
Tell me, guys, do you think the story is truth or fiction?
Found this story on tablets.
So tough to decide. I'm going to have to go with fiction.
Definitely truth. Definitely truth.
Wow. Aaron, I cannot believe that you were this dumb. It was fiction.
It's I heard it on a true crime podcast. True story. It happened. Guy killed a bunch of people, found out the guys did not kill his mom. He felt really dumb. I killed all these innocent people, and then my mom is here. Damn it.
Sometimes you have to kill an innocent person, all right?
It would be really interesting if she did that so that way her son would kill all of those people to get revenge for something for her. You know what I mean?
There you go. See, you do have a theory.
Well, I said it
before
would
the
be
podcast
interesting.
even ended.
I told you I had a couple ideas. I'm just trying to work through them of which ones logistically make sense with what you're trying to go for.
Well, there's one. Now, if a listener gets it right, will you tell them? Like if they reach out to you on Twitter or email?
Absolutely not.
Oh, wow. You are such a mean soul.
Bummer.
That's not a means. They'll learn when the follow-up happens.
All right.
In like 5 years.
What's the title of your story?
You can't have at the end of the first season of Game of Thrones told somebody what happened in the 6th season.
I mean, you could.
That would be no fun if you were making the show.
It depends on your point of view. Some people like to know the ending of things. Some people read the last page of a book before they start.
I was just going to say that.
Well, those people are bad people.
I agree. They should all be locked up. So what is your title of your story?
No heroes, only survivors.
I like that.
It's definitely a Zach title. Nobody truly lives.
Well, as our show goes, we will occasionally pick listener stories to read and discuss on Smirk. If you'd like the chance to have yours read, email it to mystory@smirkpodcast.com. You can join the conversation by joining our Facebook group, follow us on Twitter @SmirkPodcast, and be sure to use the show's hashtag Smirk. Don't miss an episode. Be sure to subscribe to Smirk on your podcast app of choice, and check out our website at smirkpodcast.com. Hurry up and do it before the apocalypse happens.
Just think of the X-Men villain. I'm sure that'll help you remember how to pronounce it.
Apocalyptic. That's the word I struggle with. Apocalyptic.
Well, you struggled with post-apocalypse as well.
Go get Jason Statham on here to say apocalypse. There you go.
That actually sounds really cool.
It does sound really cool.
Does it sound really cool? It sounds really cool. All right, take us out, brother.
As you write your own life story, always remember to tell it with a smirk.
The bug thing.
What?
It's beginning.
You're the one who was bringing up the bug thing.
You brought up the bug thing.
I mentioned it once, and you've not let it go.
You brought it up like 6 times. The most important part of post-apocalyptic world.
I started talking with
story where bugs have come up.
Yes, like in a row.
It's a problem.
It is.
They are a problem.
Let's
I know.
work
Thank
on
you
a
for agreeing with.
solution.
I know. I don't know how to get rid of them all. Bug bombs.
The whole planet. Bug bomb, the whole goddamn
That's how the apocalypse happened.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.